Imagine you're scrolling online and suddenly you spot something you want: a $200 jacket, the latest phone, maybe some fresh sneakers. Then right there, a pop-up from Klarna, Afterpay, or Affirm jumps in like a friendly genie saying, "Pay just $50 today, no interest." Sounds like a steal, right? Too good to pass up. But here's the deal. Buy now, pay later, or BNPL, is not the helpful buddy it pretends to be. It's a slick trap dressed up as convenience, built to make you overspend while these companies quietly rake in billions. In 2025, over 60% of Americans have used buy now, pay later, according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. But nearly half of them missed a payment. That's not a fluke. That's a system working exactly as designed. And the horror stories, they're stacking up faster than your unread promotional emails. If you've ever been tempted by one of these 4 easy payment schemes but weren't sure if it was harmless or shady, then buckle up. We're about to rip the mask off and show you how buy now, pay later works, why it's risky, and how to avoid getting finessed by an app with pastel colors and soft fonts. Let's get into it. Welcome to Blue Chip Mindset, the winning mindset for success. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, please give it a like. So what exactly is buy now, pay later? For those of you watching this who were born after 1990, layaway was a popular thing back in the day, like when your parents would reserve something epic, say a Castle Grayskull from He-Man or a pair of rollerblades for your birthday, but couldn't afford to buy it all at once, so they'd pay for it bit by bit before you could actually take it home. Buy now, pay later flips that on its head. You get the product right now and pay it off in chunks, usually 4 easy installments. That $1,000 phone, you only pay $250 today. Easy, breezy, and totally painless. Or so it seems. Except it's not painless. That no interest pitch? It comes with strings. You miss a single payment, just one, and boom, late fees. Some hit you for $15, others $35. It depends on the platform, but one thing's for sure. Those fees stack up faster than you think. Rack up a few missed payments and suddenly your $1,000 phone is now costing you $1,300 in stress. Even worse, some of these buy now, pay later providers wait until you've missed payments to start applying interest. So while you thought you were avoiding credit card interest, you may have walked straight into a higher cost debt trap without even realizing it. And here's the sneaky part. It messes with your psychology. It breaks big prices into small chunks so your brain doesn't register the full cost. That $300 gaming chair feels like just $75. You tell yourself it's affordable. But what happens when you've done this 5 times in 1 month? Now you're looking at 5 separate payment plans all hitting your account, week after week. Those tiny payments start to pile up faster than dirty dishes in the sink. You blink and suddenly you're shelling out $400 a month on stuff you didn't even need. This isn't just speculation. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau literally found that buy now, pay later users are more likely to be overextended financially. These platforms create an illusion of affordability, and people fall for it again and again. And then there's your credit score. Most buy now, pay later services won't help you build credit, even if you pay on time. But if you mess up, oh, you better believe they'll report that to the bureaus. Some even send unpaid balances straight to collections. Your shiny $200 sneakers now come with a side of long-term credit damage. And bad credit doesn't just hurt your finances, it limits your options. It means higher interest rates, worse loan terms, and maybe even missed job or rental opportunities. Buy now, pay later doesn't just mess with your money, it messes with your freedom. Here's the thing. These companies know exactly what they're doing. Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay, they're not your friends. Their business models are built around getting you to spend more. Klarna literally brags to their partner stores that they increase the average cart size by up to 60%. That's the whole point. You think you're winning because you didn't pay full price up front, but you're actually spending more. And the branding? Genius. The colors are soft. The language is cozy. Split it in 4. Treat yourself. No interest. It's marketing psychology 101. They're not selling you products. They're selling you the feeling of getting away with something. The illusion of control. But there's a reason this stuff is most popular with Gen Z and millennials. These apps are engineered for younger people who are already stressed about money. They know who they're targeting, and they're counting on financial inexperience to make this scheme look like a solution instead of what it really is. A cash grab wrapped in a pastel-colored bow. And if you think BNPL's just for phones or sneakers, think again. Delivery apps like DoorDash are now hooked up with Klarna, letting you finance your McDonald's order right from your couch. That's right. You can order a Big Mac combo through DoorDash and split it into 4 easy payments. We've officially reached a point where people are taking out microloans for a $15 burger and fries. 4 payments of $3.75 for a Happy Meal? That's where we are as a society, financing fast food like it's a car lease. And when you normalize debt for lunch, it gets scary, fast. What used to be a $9 impulse meal becomes part of your monthly financial obligations, sneaking up alongside rent and groceries. And let's be honest, once you've used buy now, pay later once and it worked, you're more likely to do it again. That $200 jacket becomes $100 shoes, a new bag, and an upgraded tablet. You're not spending based on need. You're spending based on what fits into 4 tiny payments. It's a slippery slope into chronic overspending. You think you've got it under control until a real emergency hits. Your car breaks down, you lose a client, you get hit with an unexpected bill, and now all those buy now, pay later payments are still coming, like little vampires draining your bank account. There's no pause button, no life happens grace period. You fall behind, and that's when the real chaos starts. Fees, collections, stress, and shame. And all for stuff that probably didn't even improve your life long term. Let's break it down even further. You wouldn't walk into a store, grab a hoodie, and say, "Yeah, I'll pay for this in 6 weeks, I promise." They'd laugh you out the door. But online, we do it without thinking. That's how normalized this has become. So how do you avoid the trap? First, don't buy something with buy now, pay later that you wouldn't buy with cash. If it's not worth saving for, it's not worth financing. Second, understand the risk. Every buy now, pay later transaction is a short-term loan. That's what it is. Read the fine print, know the due dates. Set calendar alerts, because oops, I forgot isn't going to save you from late fees or credit damage. Third, watch your spending language. If you start thinking in payments instead of prices, that's a red flag. Marketers love that. Only $19.99 a month sounds way better than $720 over 3 years. That's why car dealers do it. That's why buy now, pay later exists. It's all about hiding the real cost. And here's a bold idea. Save up instead. It's not sexy, I know. There's no dopamine hit from not buying something. But every time you delay gratification, you're flexing a muscle that makes your entire financial life stronger. You're saying, I run my money. My money doesn't run me. Even $20 a week into a want fund can go a long way. Before long, you'll have enough for that jacket or gadget, and you'll own it outright. No strings, no payments, no stress. At the end of the day, buy now, pay later feels easy. It feels harmless. But what you're really doing is borrowing your future paycheck to pay for present-day impulse. And if that becomes a habit, it'll quietly ruin your budget, your credit, and your peace of mind. So next time you see that button that says, split into 4 interest-free payments, just pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I being sold a fantasy I can't afford? Because real power isn't in getting what you want right now. It's in having the discipline to wait, and the confidence to know that real wealth doesn't come from financing t-shirts and sneakers. It comes from owning your choices and stacking your wins one decision at a time. So, have you ever used buy now, pay later? Was it a lifesaver or nightmare? I want to hear your story, so feel free to drop a comment and share it.